What's up, Nomads? Today I'm going to be sharing with you the fastest way to grow your Instagram account based on methods that I've used literally over the last couple years, as well as some new methods that most people aren't going to be sharing with you. And so I'm going to share that secret recipe with you in just a bit. So whether you are building out your Instagram account to generate more leads, more sales for affiliate offers, network marketing, or traditional business such as real estate or chiropractic or whatever it may be, this is a training that you don't want to miss. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel. If we haven't met yet, my name is Drew Taylor. So welcome to the channel, welcome to Digital Nomad University. The topic today is about Instagram growth. This is something that a lot of people are hitting me up about, whether it be through Instagram, how I've grown my account, through the Facebook group Digital Nomad University. This is essentially where people are building out their personal brands, becoming these influencers online, or they're using those same marketing tactics to build digital marketing agencies and beyond. And so Instagram growth is one of those things that people do talk about, but they don't really share the ins and outs and the nitty-gritty of what it takes to grow a real account these days. So I really wanted to get into kind of the first topic here, and that would be understanding the algorithm, right? The algorithm is everything that Instagram runs on, the reason why some posts get engagement, some do not. And so got my notes over here, so I'm going to jump back and forth, guys. And so you really need to understand what drives engagement, what's going to help boost you through the algorithm so that your post gets seen by the people who are actually following you. Because when people see your post, when they're engaging with your post, you are more likely to actually show up on the Explore page for your initial network, your kind of first and second direct connections. And so you guys might have been scrolling the Explore page before and actually seen something, a video, or an image of someone that you've come across before, but you don't actually follow that person. It's most likely because multiple of your friends on Instagram do follow that person, and they actually like and comment on their stuff quite often, therefore it's going to be showing up to your network. So as long as you're putting out good content and you're actually getting engagement, that's the number one thing on that content, then you're going to be able to hit the Explore page and have other people find you that much easier. So some of the best ways to do that is ask questions, get people to comment on there, whether it's their favorite emoji or, what they think about the sunset photo you put up or the marketing advice that you put on, right? You got to drive that engagement so people are not only liking, but they're commenting, because that is exactly what Instagram is looking for. Now, I will warn you, there's a lot of places online where you can buy followers, you can buy likes. I will be straight up with you guys and admit that I have done that in the past. When, probably 3-4 years ago when I was first growing my profile, Instagram was not penalizing you near as much, and I had a small account of like 2,500 followers. I gave it a little bit of a boost, probably like 5,000 followers back then, and it really did seem to kind of help the growth. Just because it validated things, because of social proof, because people saw that I had more followers, automatically in their mind they assumed that that I was more important than I really was. And so, I'll share that with you guys now because Instagram does penalize for those things. So I would not suggest doing it. Back in the day, I used to teach that method to other people. I called it the psychology of social media. But now Instagram, Facebook, they're just way too up to date and watching out for that sort of thing. So if you do it now, it's only going to penalize you, and therefore you're never going to hit the Explore page. Your hashtags aren't going to show up, and you'll essentially be shadow banned if you've heard that term before, meaning your post will not show up under certain hashtags, and you are really, really unlikely to hit the Explore page. So don't try to cheat the algorithm. Now, one thing that a lot of people are not utilizing near enough are hashtags. So years ago, hashtags were all the rage, right? Everybody was using it, and you were getting a ton of engagement on your photos and videos, and there was just a lot of reciprocated likes and comments. Now, whether they were all real, not so much. It was a lot of bot engagement and people just commenting and liking your photo because you used a certain hashtag. But now hashtags are really coming back again, and the reason why is not only are people going to find you through using those hashtags, but you could actually appear on the stories page. So not just using the 30 allotted hashtags for your Instagram post, but you want to start throwing hashtags in your stories as well. If you use hashtag entrepreneur, obviously it's a very, very used hashtag, and so you're probably not going to show up in those stories, but something that might be a little bit more niche or more geotagged, such as, currently I'm in Kansas City, so if I use hashtag Kansas City, most likely my story would show up on that hashtag feed when someone would click it. So if it's niche enough, it is, not overly used, you can actually show up there, be discovered by so many more people. And so you want to start using hashtags, not just on your posts, but also in your stories. So this is one of those things where most people already know it, they're just not putting the work into it, myself included. I put up way more stories than I do post, just simply because, at this point in time, I'm leveraging a lot more, ways of creating leads, and which I'll actually get into in a second, so you guys can use those as well. But I'm not posting near as much as I used to, whether it was 1 time a day, 3 times a day, etc., like all the experts tell you to do. I'm maybe posting 2, 3, 4 times a week. Just time-wise, it's pretty difficult to do with my schedule, and so stories are still extremely huge. However, posting on your timeline is still very, very important, especially if you're a new account. You can't really start, taking advantage of the algorithm on Instagram until you start putting out consistent content that people are engaging with. And what's the best way to do that? Start engaging with other people's content, so therefore that type of response is reciprocated, right? It's the law of reciprocity. You give a ton of value, you give a bunch of likes, shares, I guess you can't really share on Instagram, but likes and comments on someone else's post. Eventually, a handful of them will come back, comment on your post, because it's, like I said, it's this reciprocal thing. Once they feel indebted to you because you've taken the time to put an honest comment on one of their posts that they worked hard on, then they're going to come check you out and do the same. So you might not be posting 3 times a day, but as long as it's quality content, you're using the hashtags, you're engaging with other people's posts, that's going to be a great way to start building your following organically. So I'm going to actually jump into more of some of the hacks that I've been using literally for I think probably over a year now, that most people don't know about, nor do they talk about. And one of the fastest ways to really get a bunch of followers is, and you've probably heard of this before, is the follow-unfollow method, right? It's kind of a pain in the butt, just to be straight up. I was doing it the old school way back in the day, a couple years ago, where you would go, you'd find some niche page that matched the type of content that you were posting on your page, whether it was an entrepreneur like Gary Vee or Lewis Howes or Tim Ferriss. You'd go to their most recent post, find everybody who liked it, and then you would just go follow all those people. Now, when you would follow those people, they would, get the notification that, Selfmade ET or whatever your username is, just follow them. So most likely they're going to come check out your profile, see if your content is worth following, and if so, they might give you a follow back, even if you're not following them. And then if for some reason they didn't follow you back within, 5 to 7 days, you just go unfollow those people, and you just keep doing these bunches over and over and over again. So as you can imagine, it's extremely time consuming and not really the best way or smartest way to do it. Not to mention Instagram now limits you to about 50 an hour. So you can only follow 50 people an hour. It's also going to alert them that you're kind of spamming in essence because you're doing it very, inorganically. You're going to follow 50 people, on one person's page, and you're doing it within a couple minutes time frame. So they pick that up, they know that, therefore they're not really going to be boosting you through the algorithm. You might get more followers and they might be more likely to see your content, but you are going to be downgrading your account in the process. So what I do currently, and what I have been doing for about a year now, is I use an Instagram automation software. I've looked at multiple. I used to use Instagram back in the day when it was still around. Awesome tool, but Instagram pulled their API, so they're not around anymore. But they were an incredible tool, great price at that time. But if you are serious about your growth, an investment into that is going to be necessary. And so Morphix, on the other hand, they, I will say that sometimes they're a little bit slow to respond to your service requests. So I know that they're working on getting more employees to kind of keep up with demand because they've been growing so fast. But what they do is they not only handle the follow-unfollow method, where you can follow people within a certain niche, hashtag, followers of another big name in your niche, but they'll also do likes, comments, and you can actually send direct messages when people follow you, and that is huge. So I assume it's the same for you guys. If someone sends you a direct message after you follow them, you immediately go and check it. Open rates on Instagram are, in the 80 and 90 percentile, whereas email is like maybe 11 or 12%. So people are going to open those up, they're going to check it out, especially if you start something non-salesy, you're just getting straight to the point of providing value, and not by pitching your ebook that you just wrote or video training or whatever. All you're doing is you're just providing value so that they know you're a real person and you truly care about their growth. So if you guys want to check out that software, the link to it is below. I will tell you it is an affiliate link, mainly because I believe in this product so much, but it is cool that they have an affiliate option on the back end, so you can actually promote it to other people, and if 2 of your friends sign up, then you actually get yours for free every single month. So it's pretty cool. 2, you're free, and then you get to use it for your account, or you can upgrade and use it for, I think, 6 more accounts, something like that. So awesome tool, and I think you guys will enjoy it. All right, so I got 2 more hacks for you guys that most people are not utilizing or talking about, and the first of those is doing shoutouts and engagement, right? Shoutouts and features. And so shoutouts and features, they sound very similar, but they're actually different. And so shoutouts is when you would actually go to a niche profile, right? So say you're in the entrepreneur niche, you find another page similar to what you do, but they've got several 100,000 followers, maybe 1 million followers, and you pay them to shout you out on their page. Granted, this can be pretty expensive, so be careful with that. Don't overdo it, because any more of those type of posts, they don't get incredible engagement. Because if they don't immediately get likes and comments, Instagram's just not going to show them. They don't like people making money by doing shout-outs. They like Facebook making money by you paying to host your content or to promote something through Instagram. Now, features, on the other hand, are quite different. Rather than paying to get shouted out, you would maybe find some other niche pages that are sharing other people's content in order to grow, right? Whether it's a travel page, entrepreneur style page, fitness page, etc. And you can go ahead and type up something incredible, right? It's all about quality content. You can tag them in those posts, and maybe if you start creating a relationship with that person through direct message or whatever, you can see if they will host your image on their page. And they might have 50,000, 60,000 followers, or several 100,000 followers, just kind of depending on the page. That is a great way to get free engagement, to get free, free eyeballs on your profile, and ultimately free followers. So finding these different engagement type page, you'll just have to search your niche, whether it be one of the few I listed before, or maybe something complete outside of that, real estate, etc. Maybe find something that's in your local city where all they do is they talk about different local events going on or places to go see. And maybe you are a real estate agent and you've got this home that you're looking to show and get out there to the local market. Maybe you can either, one, if they're not interested in giving you free engagement or giving you free features, maybe you can go ahead and on the backside pay them a little bit to go ahead and show that listing for you or show something. But make sure it's not just a straight up listing. Make sure there's some value behind it. Maybe it's the top 10 homes in Atlanta, or the top 3 reasons why this is the time to buy a home in Los Angeles. Whatever it may be, make sure there's value behind it so they have a reason to share it on your behalf. As last but certainly not least, I say this for last because if you made it to the end of the video, you are going to get the best nuggets. So this last one is engagement groups. Now, you might have heard of engagement groups, but there are a few rules in order to kind of stay compliant and keep Instagram happy. So there's 2 ways you can create engagement groups. Actually, there's multiple ways, but there's 2 main ones that I use and most other Instagrammers use. Is they will go ahead and create an engagement group through the Instagram app, not recommended anymore. And the other would be to create an engagement group through the Telegram app or some other similar messaging app. So what that means is you would just find other people in a similar niche, whether it be one of the ones I mentioned before, fitness, health and wellness, entrepreneurship, luxury, whatever it may be, to where when you guys go ahead and post up your content, you take that link, share it to that Telegram group. Other people will see that, and immediately 5 to 10 minutes is what you shoot for. They'll go and click that link, It'll open up in their Instagram account. They'll go ahead and like it, comment on it. Usually 4 words or more is what is recommended in order to start boosting you through the algorithm. And although it might not get you incredible engagement, it will help escalate you to the Explore page. Because if you're an engagement group with several other accounts who are 50,000, 20,000, 100,000, etc. followers, when they go and they comment on that post, it's essentially telling the algorithm of Instagram that that post is important because all these big accounts just went and commented on it. Now, you can always obviously start this in a smaller setting where you've got small accounts, a few thousand followers, 10,000 followers, whatever, and start boosting from there. And honestly, right now Instagram is favoring smaller accounts to help them grow. The mid-range accounts, not so much. So kind of keep an eye out on that. But I would say, find people who are around the same amount of followers as you, build an Instagram group, engagement group, take the initiative, invite them all into it, and then let them know how it's going to benefit them. Don't just go and add them without asking their permission or, letting them know how everything works. Otherwise, you're just going to be wasting your time. Make sure that you're putting enough value into it that people actually want to participate and, you're actually making it worth their time. Alrighty guys, so those are really my top 6 ways to help you expand and grow your Instagram following. I hope you guys found value in this video. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you guys build a digital business online and to be able to live a digital nomad lifestyle, work from anywhere, and have fun while doing it. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, hit the bell if you'd like the notifications. And if you aren't already in there, go ahead and jump in the Digital Nomad Facebook group. I actually just launched a $597 course that I'm giving away to all the members for free. I say all the members, but it's actually going to be like for the next 300 members. They'll get it for free. After that, it will go back to being sold. So don't miss that. You're going to get a ton of value out of there, and you'll be in a group of, at this time of this recording, almost 800 members who are out there actively building a digital business online or learning how to market themselves and build a personal brand so that they can promote affiliate products, build their own products, etc. So I know you're going to find a ton of value in there. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate the time. We'll see you guys on the next video.